the girl unexpectedly found an ancient painting in a trash bin. But when she opened the ancient painting to examine it, a golden light shot straight into her eyes. She thought she was merely hallucinating, so she hurriedly took the painting to an antique shop to sell it. Yet as the shop owner carefully inspected the painting, the girl suddenly heard his inner thoughts. He believed she was just a clueless amateur. He schemed to buy her $600,000 painting for a mere $200. Only then did the girl realize the golden light had granted her the ability to hear people's thoughts. She decisively exposed the shopkeeper's ulterior motives. She even voiced every single thought running through his mind. The owner was utterly dumbfounded. He couldn't comprehend how the girl knew every single detail of his thoughts. Just then, an antique collector happened to arrive. He instantly recognized the painting as genuine. He immediately offered $650,000 to purchase it. The girl accepted the offer on the spot. After this deal was completed, the girl quickly headed to an antique street. Soon she spotted a vase worth $800,000, so she immediately stepped forward and asked the female vendor about the price. The female vendor quoted $50,000 and said it was a rare antique. But at that moment the girl overheard the vendor's inner thoughts. She thought to herself that she had bought this vase for $5 from a junkyard. If she sold it to the girl for $50,000 she would make a thousandfold profit. To prevent this unscrupulous vendor from succeeding, the girl immediately shouted out the vendor's greedy thoughts aloud. She declared that a vase bought for $5 dared to be sold for $50,000. Bystanders nearby heard the commotion and gathered around. Seeing the situation spiraling out of control, the vendor reluctantly sold the vase to the girl for $5. This made the girl ecstatic. She hurriedly took the vase to an antique collector's studio. The collector used instruments to verify the vase was genuine. He immediately offered $800,000 to purchase it. But before the girl could fully rejoice, a golden light shot from the vase into her eyes. After the girl returned home, she discovered she could suddenly hear plants talking. Before she could process this, the flower revealed a shocking secret. It claimed a chest of silver dollars from the last century was buried beneath the old pine tree in the forest. The girl was instantly extremely excited. She thought that if she could dig them out she could make a fortune. So she quickly went to the forest to look for them. But just as she was about to get close to the target, a weak voice rang out beside her ear. It turned out that this old pine tree was calling out for her help. It claimed that its roots were pinned down by a heavy box, and it pleaded with the girl to help move the box away. The girl instantly realized that this was the box filled with silver dollars, so she immediately hired several workers to help. But the workers dug for quite a while and found nothing. Just when the girl didn't know what to do, the voice of the old pine tree came again. It claimed that the workers had dug in the wrong direction. They could find the box if they dug 10 centimeters further inwards. After getting the precise location, the girl immediately directed the workers to adjust the direction. Sure enough, the box was dug out soon. The girl was instantly overjoyed. She immediately promised to pay the workers double wages. She then took the chest of silver coins to an antique collector's workshop. When the collector saw the perfectly preserved silver coins, he immediately purchased them for $1.5 million. After the transaction was complete, the collector inadvertently revealed a piece of news to the girl. He claimed that there was a section of old houses in the city being demolished. There might be some extremely valuable antiques buried underground in that housing area. The girl instantly recognized this as a once-in-a-lifetime bargain opportunity, so she rushed to that old housing area that was being demolished. But as soon as she stepped into this area, she heard a cry for help coming from the crack in the wall. It claimed that it was an antique worth $2 million, so the girl quickly stepped forward and took out the bricks from the crack in the wall. And indeed, there was a jade ring from 1,000 years ago inside. The girl held it in her hand excitedly, as if she could already see countless banknotes waving at her. But when she happily took the jade ring to the antique collector, the collector stated such high-end pieces were of little interest to most collectors. Just as the girl thought her efforts were wasted, the collector offered to prepare a professional appraisal report for her, and leverage his connections to submit the ring to an auction. He assured her that if more people saw it, it would fetch a good price. The girl immediately thanked him. The next day, the jade ring was successfully brought to the auction, and it was ultimately sold for $2 million. But just as the auction house manager handed the girl the check, an employee brought over a brass vase. The girl thought it was just the next item up for auction, but at that moment, the vase revealed a tremendous secret to the girl. It claimed that a legendary treasure was buried beneath an ancient tree at a mountain resort. The girl was instantly overcome with excitement. Without a moment's hesitation, she immediately set off for the resort mentioned by the vase. But when she arrived at the resort's hostel, the front desk of the hostel said that all rooms were occupied. The girl immediately said that she wasn't there to stay. Then she asked the front desk if they knew where the ancient tree in the resort was, but the front desk knew nothing about it. Just then, the owner of the hostel came over. He asked the girl what she was doing there. The girl had a sudden inspiration. She lied that she was a scholar researching ancient trees. She said she wanted to see if there was anything worthy of study about the ancient tree in the resort. The owner immediately told the girl the specific location of the ancient tree, but his eyes were filled with suspicion. After the girl left, he secretly followed the girl, and the girl soon found the ancient tree, so she immediately started digging. Before long, a warm-toned and smooth jade appeared in front of her. The hostel owner following her immediately had the idea of seizing the treasure, so he immediately stepped forward to grab the ancient ancient jade. The girl was startled by his actions. She immediately asked him what he was trying to do, but the hostel owner said that this jade was a family heirloom treasure of his, and he accused the girl of secretly digging up his family's treasure. But at that moment, the girl heard what was on his mind. It turned out that this heartless owner owed $5 million in gambling debts, so he wanted to fabricate a lie to take this ancient jade for himself, and then sell it to pay off his gambling debts. After learning the other party's true thoughts, the girl immediately told everything. The owner's face instantly turned deathly pale. He never expected that this girl knew his biggest secret so clearly.